the J School at Mizzou, which was a phenomenal program, very difficult for a reason because it was, you really learn the ropes. And I loved the storytelling aspect, but I recognized about senior year that I was like, I don't think I like the news aspect. And I still think about that today because, like, when I'm watching the news, I'm like, I don't think I could have done this. So, in the same way, anyway, there's different shows now, but at that time, it was very news focused and I didn't feel like I fit in. And so after that, I moved to Los Angeles. I had a pit stop in Australia for a little bit, but then after that, I moved to Los Angeles to just try to see what it would be like to be in the entertainment space. Felt like my personality matched more. I wanted to see how I could create real communication, intimacy in a place that, like, was a little bit more glitz and glam according to what we think. But I felt like I really wanted to figure out, like, what's behind the lens, what's behind the, person, the glitz, the glam, the whatever. That was kind of where my journey took me. I did a lot of red carpets for a long time. I did a live talk show on the OWN network. I had another live talk show with Fox. And yeah, just kind of like interviewing is still the love of my life. Like, just being able to interview people and really see their stories, get curious about them, get into an intimate conversation. That's like one of my favorite things to do. So that's kind of where it led.
And so what are you doing these days? Where is that kind of led you to these days? Are you still doing red carpets and kind of entertainment focused journalism?
I wouldn't say not necessarily entertainment focused now. Now I have a podcast called Human to Human. I parlayed my experience through red carpet because, like, one thing I recognized after doing red carpets for a long time was that I just didn't like 3-minute interviews. I was like, I don't want to talk to you for 3 minutes. Like, I really want to get into your story, and there's only so much you can learn about somebody in 3-4 minutes of a time, if you even get that. And so, I, I was listening to a lot of podcasts that started to inspire me, and all of a sudden I was like, could I do this? Could I try this? And one day I had this audition that was extremely entertainment focused, and I just hated the premises so much. And I remember, like, crying that day, being like, this cannot be the deepest conversation I'm going to be having. And so it led to Human, and just wanting to go deeper. And so, yeah, now the podcast has been going for about 5 seasons. We actually are launching a new season coming up in a few weeks here. And this season, we're particularly focusing on Black men, which has been such an incredible ride. It's been a year of production, but it's been a journey nonetheless. And I'm excited to share those episodes and conversations. But yeah, just like, I wanted to have conversations about the things that I felt really vulnerable about, the things that I was nervous if anybody else is experiencing this. I was going through so many changes in my mindset, in my career path, in my personal life. Just like, I wasn't sure if what I learned was what I still wanted to, how I still wanted to keep moving in my life, whether it was in relationships and business and spirituality, all of it. Like, you go through that. You have to go through the turn of events. All of us do. Depends on when we do it. And that was just my time. And I felt a lot of, like, insecurity during that time of, like, am I crazy? Is this just me? And I was like, it can't just be me. I'm going to go figure it out if it's just me. And it's not, it can't be. So that's kind of how we got into those conversations.